Alright guys, welcome back to Age of Wonders 3 Let's Play. Just a sound here real quick. Bam! Alright, so that was a pretty long intro, but we got a lot done. Established our first city, explored this area pretty nicely, discovered there were some brigands over here, grew our city up to a town. Completed a quest for these ogres and got a ogre unit, which is a complete monster. So that's great. The next thing I want to do here is I want to clear out this watchtower, which is being inhabited by brigands. Since I clicked an area off the map, it wants me to confirm that I want to attack this. We've got a halberder, a longswordman, and a civic guard, which is irregular. And we can bail if we want at this point, but we're going to go into manual combat. I should bring this ogre in. Look at those nasty untouchables. Alright, 3 full armies. Seems pretty intimidating. Okay, so these long swordsmen. Overwhelm. Armored. Okay. Looks good. Overwhelm is good. Bonus damage versus shielded units. Volunteer. Wow, that's awesome. Here's a little story about them. So these are irregulars. They're all about moving and then taking a single medium strength shot. We also have halberders, which have pikemen. They also have overwhelm and first strike. Pike square. Gain an additional 3 armor against flying and mounted units. Wow, what a great unit. Let us destroy him. So I obviously don't want to send my puppies against this halberder. Also, I have to be really careful. Both these halberders and these longswordsmen have overwhelm, so if I send in my marauders, which have shields, they might get wrecked. Huh. Maybe we'll come in here. And we'll do 2 ranged attacks. And we'll force him to choose to either send most of his units this direction to fight with the Plague Doctor, or in which case I could just counterattack him. Let's do something like this. So this is going to be really hard. Like, he can flank me with this guy and this guy, but it's going to be kind of hard. And if I do, I'm really afraid these butchers are going to get killed. Why do they only have 11 defense now? Didn't they have 14 before? That's interesting. I think I want to put them right here. Yeah, we just run up and take a poison spit. Maybe I'll get a poison vulnerability. Nice, I did. So that's going to 2 resistance and minus 300 happiness, which is crazy. He is now... He's in preferred terrain, but he has noxious vulnerability, so he went from sad to happy. These guys are all happy, so that's pretty bad for me. My guys are also happy. They don't like the terrain, but they won a battle. They're confused. They're in preferred terrain and disliked terrain simultaneously, I guess. Yeah, let's move these guys right here. Yeah, we just go for a fireball. Wow, that's almost enough to actually kill this guy. That changes his tactics pretty significantly. Oh, happiness. Ouch. He's going for a flanking attack. And these guys are just going to get wrecked by the counterattack. Okay. Cool. Oh, man. This guy is going to crush me. I want to avoid getting crushed. So I'm going to go over here. Shoot him. If I can take him down to at least low health, I will suffer fewer counterattacks when I do finally commit to hitting him with my Marauders. Let's go ahead and hit this Civic Guard with the Warg Riders. Weakening, Cured Disease, Steel Enchantment, Line of Sight through my... I should not have done this. I could have ranged attacked and then sent my Warg Riders in. But whatever. Yeah. So here's what I'm going to do. Since these guys, we can see, are now facing to the bottom left because of the Swarm Darters, I can now sneak behind them and flank them. Bop. And then, they don't actually counterattack me at all because their first retaliation is spent turning around, and then their second one, they die before they get to counterattack. And these Civic Guards don't have Overwhelm, I don't think, like the other guys do, so I feel less bad about having the Marauders shoot them. Line of Sight, whatever. Ooh, Happiness. Bam. Well, that's going to seal his fate. Strength in numbers. It's pretty good. Cool, so I get to reveal now this area of the map with this watchtower, because watchtowers are awesome. Shrine to the Guardian Angel bestows visiting units with regrowth for their next battle and fully restores their health. Adds 10 knowledge when located within your domain. So a lot of these things, yeah, provide some kind of great bonuses when they're within your domain. They want to become my vassal. And they are good. Sure. I accept. That's fine. So since they're my vassal, I don't actually have to control them. They just give me a little bit of resources each turn. Okay, so big thing just happened. The experience I got from that world event gave me enough experience on my leader to level up to level 2. As you can see here, she is level 2. Let's go to her little thing. Sorcerer level 2 here. So I have the opportunity to spend some upgrades. Now these are slightly different than the spells that I've been researching. These are things where I can upgrade their stats and give them combat abilities as well as combat spells. So I can give Magic Affinity. All units in the hero's army gain 1 resistance, which is really good. AoE resistance. Dispel Magic, which is pretty good. Charged Army. All units in the army gain +1 lightning strength. This only functions when the hero is leading the army. So everyone would basically do +1 lightning damage on their attack. Which is pretty cool. Break Control. Restores a target unit, which is really good. I like Charged Army and Defense. So I got 5 points to spend, so I could actually take a number of abilities if I really wanted to. What unit do I take out? Probably the Marauders. Let's bring these ogres in with us. Alright. Uh-oh. Okay, so some brigands snuck in and are attacking my city now. I am defending with a Marauder and a Warg. So I'm going to go into manual combat. Because as a sorcerer, my main character has the ability to cast spells. Even when even when she's not present. It just costs her a lot more money. Killer Instinct. What do I got here? A Dwarf Scoundrel, Scoundrel. All irregulars. Versus a Marauder and a Warg. The Warg has 8 defense. The Marauders have not so much. So these guys are all about flanking. I'm gonna back up just a little bit. And let's enter. I think I have enough mana to cast. Geez, turn this on. I think I have enough mana to cast a Fireball and also this Killer Instinct spell, which I think will really help me. I need to keep these guys close together, but I really want these Wargs flanking. So I'm going to keep the Marauders right here. And I'm going to put the Wargs right there. And let's cast a Fireball. What do we got? Basically 23 damage, 15 to 23 damage. It's pretty darn good. Killer Instinct would give 50% more critical damage if I actually trigger that. I could put this on both my units instead of casting the Fireball, but I think it's not worth it. What am I doing? Oh, I wanted to see their happiness. Pretty neutral, because I'm not in wetlands, unfortunately. So that's too bad. Let's go ahead and give a Killer Instinct to this guy. Because you can only cast one spell per turn. Like one, spell level spell, not ability level spell. Ooh, crippled, ouch. Oh, those guys are unhappy, that's great. Fumble. And those were both line of sighted shots too, so really not that big of a deal. I could almost one-shot one of these guys with a Fireball spell. Could also bring the Marauders in and start whacking the Scoundrels. I guess I could do that in an emergency. Huh, okay. So another thing I want to mention is I'm able to cast these spells even though my hero isn't present, but I suffer this leader not present double cost debuff, which is a problem. I'm really worried I'm just going to get my Wargs killed here. I mean, the crossbow thing isn't really that good. I am suffered from a crippling debuff. Crippled. Oh, these guys... Oh, I see. He has the spell. Crippled. Minus 12 movement for 2 turns. Ouch. Okay. Kill him. Unfortunately, I wasn't able to get a flanking debuff because I don't have any units that really support that control. I should not have done that. I should have cast Fireball first. Because it might have been a complete waste, and also I would have avoided a counterattack. Alright, so this is something unique to irregular units. Oh wow, wrecked. Oh wow, I'm gonna lose. Is they have this sprint ability that allows them to avoid an attack of opportunity when they run around. That's too bad. I didn't think he would wreck the Warg so hard. He hit him for 15 damage. So, I lost my city. But that's okay. I have to just go take it back, and that kind of sucks. C'est la vie. Summon a Wisp. Get out of here, you monster. Scoundrels, man. Let's see how you like ogres. Warg Riders, man, are amazing. Alright, everybody guard. I could blast him with a fireball, but I don't think I really need to spend mana. Meanwhile, these guys are leveling up like crazy. 1 damage, okay. Get him, ogre. Bone clubs. Have you joined the Bone Club? I have to be really careful that I don't bring these untouchables too close to the ogres, or their stench will irritate them. It doesn't irritate the goblins because they're cool with light. Let's see here. I don't want to expose any one unit too much. Yeah, not much of an attack. Oh, Warg Riders are right here. Bring these guys up, do a line of sighted shot. They also have right. Oh, I see. Okay, this is a much better choice. The dwarves have light protection, whereas the orcs do not. This is like a ragtag group of enemies here. So I have an orc scoundrel and a dwarf scoundrel. Flanking. That's what these guys are all about. They're all about flanking. The irregulars, scoundrels. Alright, time to explode him. 32 damage. Sure, gonna flank you. Get in here. So they're doing this bonus lightning damage because of my charged army ability that I took. So my sorcerer is now passively enhancing everyone with lightning damage, which is awesome. School of Enchantment. Empire upgrade. Support units receive training to utilize the imbalance of electric charges within the atmosphere. Support units gain inflict stun ability. Melee and ranged attacks of units that have inflict stun can cause the target to be stunned. So all of my support units will passively gain an ability that makes them do lightning and potentially stun. Oh, sorry, just potentially stun. That's 25 turns worth of research, though, so I'm not doing it. How about heal? Heal is pretty good. Domain of the Sun is whatever. Let's do Produce Apprentice. That'll allow me to start producing Apprentice as long as I build this Sorcerer's Conflux. Didn't I build a Public Baths already? I swear I did. Okay, Public Baths it is. Let's just tell this guy to wait. Army requires your orders. Do nothing. Let's just hang out for a couple turns. Oh, Summon Wisp is ready to cast, though. Which is cool. What way do we want to go? I want to see what's off to the right here. So there's a watchtower over there that I would be interested in claiming. Some units offer to join you. Goblin Untouchables. I mean, why not, right? Costs a little bit of money, but could be worse. We're gonna put them near the city. So my ogres are slowly regenerating. We have 5 more turns till my city grows again. And I can get another growth if I build a wooden wall and then a stone wall. Summon Phantasm Warrior. Hey, these are those guys that we fought in the early game that were resistant to physical attacks. Pretty powerful unit, I think. Or we could go for basic seafaring. I don't know. They're okay, but I'm doing really good on warriors right now. Hospital. City gains an additional 100 happiness and 100 population and regenerates the health of units. So if I build that, I cannot hurry the production, but it certainly increases the speed at which my city grows, so I'm certainly going to do it. Oh, look, another brigand camp. What is this? Shrine of the Guardian Angel. Something map you. Oh, did my city just grow? It did. 13 more turns for now to go to the next size. And then I should probably work on clearing out that dungeon. And this mana node. Which, that mana node's going to be crazy good for me. I should probably consider looking for a new place to build now. And ideally, I want to look for something that's a similar biome to what I currently have. So, I want marshes, I think. Wetlands. I can also choose to take the terraforming research here. Those guys are gonna kill my wisp. That's so sad. Wetlands. So depending on what I see, if I don't see a really solid wetlands target, I can go ahead and start terraforming to wet, or plan on terraforming to wetlands, I should say. Here we go. Okay. So these guys are in a camp, so they have walls, which are great. They can shoot over the walls at no debuff, but I cannot. I have to destroy them first. So the first thing we're going to do is we're going to walk up. And we're going to destroy this obstacle. Good. Wow, what do my guys like to do later on here? Bring these guys in, get a nice light shot. Bring these guys in behind. Bring her in behind. What do we got? What do we got for spells here? Fireball, Magic Fist, Killer Instinct. Same thing as before. We can probably kill this guy right now. Good work. And I have wargs. Sure. Bam. Enter. Ow! Wow, that hit me for 1,000,000! 12 plus 5. Jeez. Okay, so that guy is basically toast. Sure. Bam! Bam! Double strike. How do I get my sweet, sweet ranged attacks in? I think this will work, even though it's kind of risky. My Warg Rider is now basically stuck there, and he might get obliterated next turn. However, I have this opportunity to come in and line of sight. Dang it. Well, he's dead, I guess. Unless I have some kind of trick I can use. Unless that trick is just explode him. Oh, okay. Looks like it's good enough. Cool. Warg Riders almost got wrecked there. Alright, for loot. Wow, Jack's Gift. It's a Titanic reference. I think. Oh, that's not even remotely a Titanic reference, since Jack never actually gave her the gift, did he? Okay, and then I can also get an Orc Impaler, which is an okay unit. I want this item, though. Cool, so we got an item for our Sorcerer. Bam. Plus 10 health. What a great item. That's really good on other characters, too. Okay, we'll have this guy head back to town. What is this? A mana node? Wow. Mana nodes for days. Okay, so you just hang out there. What do we got here? This is Wetlands. So this guy should regenerate pretty quickly, because he's a goblin. And let's go ahead and go terraform him. You guys go ahead and hang out at base. And that's it for the turn. Let's hang out for one more turn. Didn't I? Oh no, I'm still researching Terraformer. Okay. I could also reset my skill book with this Seek Inspiration ability. Summon a Wisp. Send this guy into base. I wonder how he's going to feel about these wetlands. What's his current status? He doesn't like the terrain, but he's pretty neutral otherwise. Okay, you guys going to camp? That means they're not going to show up in my unit queue anymore, and it won't keep asking me every single turn. Praise the Leader Festival in Slotor. The Slotor organized a festival for your honor and collected a gift of 270 gold. Cool. And they produced a hospital, which is awesome. So now I think we go for either a wooden wall and then a stone wall to get this node earlier, or we go for Siege Workshop just for more production. Looks like this Vassals of Mine offer me a tribute here. Gold or mana? Gold is always good. Alright, let's go kill these guys. Wow, look at all this stuff. So, if you get bored of kind of doing the minigame, you can do this auto combat. It's kind of risky sometimes because it's just going to kind of guess it. Sometimes you'll lose a pretty experienced guy, which is really tragic. Because, I mean, there's a lot of value in having experienced characters. So you saw, like, the Blight Doctors leveled up one time and they got +1 damage on every attack, which was +3 damage around, basically. So this one's very similar to last time we fought one of these groups of guys. We're on a mana node, and the mana node is going to constantly heal them. Okay, so let's send in the butchers. We'll put the ogres over here. Warg Riders are not going to be enough Light Doctors are going to be where it's at. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to send the Light Doctors over here, freeze them, send the Warg Riders over here to protect them. Send this guy nowhere because he's slow and dumb. And move this guy here. Ooh, I could dispel. Target cannot be affected by dispel. Dang it. I was really hoping to steal his, like, lightninginess. Oh, I forgot. These guys can walk through walls. Well, so much for unit placement. Cool. Crush them, Ogre Warriors. Okay, so if I can, I want to get a flanking bonus on these guys. So, what I'm gonna do... I'm just gonna crush these guys here. So they turned around and started shielding attacks after that first one that I made. Which is this whole flanking thing. So I basically... Because they are a shielded unit, by flanking them, I also did bonus damage that round, which is a big deal. Okay, so this opens up this guy now to have these butchers attack him, which is going to hurt them pretty significantly. But what it is going to do is it's going to turn them around. So this attack is now flanking. Boom. Good work. Which is good as long as they're not at risk of dying. Cool. Well, it looks like my leader got another level up, which is awesome. He can do Steel Enchantment, Vision Range upgrade, which is pretty good. I can get some resistances just built onto the character themselves. Break Control is a really good one. Ranged Strength is a pretty good one. Stunning Touch is okay. Oh, Spirit Shield, here we go. All units in the army gain Spirit Protection. Seems good. I'm just gonna stop there and keep an extra point for later. Oh, looks like a hero wants to join me. What do we got? Level 3 Dreadnought. Seems pretty good. Let's see what she's got. Fire Musket, which is amazing. Cavalry Charge, Fast Healing. High Elf. So High Elf hates Blighted and Volcanic, which I am just hanging out in. But, whatever, man. She's close to what I want, finally, in a character. So she's gonna be upset. Okay, let's see what abilities. So she already starts at level 3, so she has 10 points to spend. Imperial Authority. All units in the army gain 200 happiness, which is really good. All units in the army gain fire protection. Force Field. Deploys a machine. This is a casted spell, by the way, as opposed to an ability, which is what this whole Starburst means. Target friendly units against magical and elemental threats. Inflict Immolation, puts a dot on someone. Invention 1 increases her spellcasting points. Lightning Rod Banner. All units in the army gain 40 lightning protection. Which is pretty good. All units in the hero's army gain 1 resistance and summon Slayer. That's pretty good. But I'm really liking these resistances here. So we're going to go for Forge Aprons and Lightning Rod Banner, which are both amazing. And I'm going to save the extra points so I can get that Imperial Authority for global happiness too. As you can tell, I like things that buff my armies. Ooh, summon a Hellhound. Oh wow, Adaptive Fire Tier 3 unit. Wow, that's amazing. I'm going to have to go for that. Better than the Phantasm Warrior, that's for sure. So it looks like we finally found some wetlands. Kind of along here. What do we got? A gold mine, a vault of knowledge. 20 knowledge when you explore it. We need to wait just a little longer while this ogre heals up. Okay, Masters Guild regenerates machined units and more production. Let's hold off on that. We got apprentices on the way. 5 turns on city growth. Let's go deal with this then. End of turn already, huh? Festival of Magic. They were really happy, so they got me a bunch of stuff. Look at this, they're cheerful. Look how happy my people are. They're crazy happy. Oh, they're super happy because enemies took my city and then I took it back. It's funny. Alright, so what units can we produce here? Goblin Apprentice. Tier 2 Goblin Support. Banefire does Blight, Fire, and Spirit damage. They also have Melee Strike. Mend Magical Being. I can use that to heal my Phantasm Warriors. As well as some other things. Let's actually get his full unit details here. As he levels up in experience, he gains Summon Slayer and Floating. Cool. Kind of a weird unit. What is the Mana Vault? It unlocks... It just gives me more mana. Okay. Sure, whatever. Let's, What do we want to do? Maybe put in a laboratory. Support units produced at the city gain an additional rank, so they'll start as a trooper, which is really good. They get all those bonuses, and they're closer to the next thing. Uh-oh. We're evil, right? We gotta no mercy them. So let's just auto-combat this. Cool, I didn't lose any units, my works took a little damage, and my ogres leveled up. What is this? Oops. I had a summon wisp this whole time. Could have used. Let's go back to town. Because I think that hospital will heal me. Let's just camp there for now. And you camp there for now, and you start seeing what's over here. Looks like it is blighted volcanic area. So it looks like this is kind of the zone I want to be in, so I should scout a little bit further south. The area has yet to be explored. I don't think my fairies are flying. There's a watcher because that guy's a monster. Observatory will increase the size of my domain and give me research, which is pretty good. Also, my arcane study ability. Oh, I forgot all about that. Passively gives me +5 research whenever I build these. So that's really good. It also gains me nothing the way my city is currently set up. So I'm gonna go for a barracks. Actually, what am I thinking? I'm gonna go for a settler. Okay. Let's get out of here. So this dungeon is going to be really good once I clear it out. It's going to offer me 30 production, but it's legendary. I'm going to go in there and get crushed in this metal army, which is really scary. You can actually check it out and retreat if it looks too scary. Closely matched. What do we got? A succubus, dwarf assassins, and 3 assassins and a scoundrel. So let's not do that for now. That's too scary. I do want to prepare this destruction node spell. Lightning storm.
Collides arcane currents in the sky to form thunderstorms that wreak havoc on the world below. Deals 5 physical and 10 lightning damage to target enemy army, or kills 1,500 population in target city. When cast in a city, minus happiness. Wow, that seems amazing. But I really like this. I like the heal and I like the chain lightning. I think I'm gonna go for the chain lightning. Okay, you go back into camping mode. You keep exploring. Trading post. Alright. There's nobody here. Oh, looks like my opponent is already explored that site. Where is he? Interesting. Hey, these guys are offering me a tribute. Do I want a smaller army? Yes. What are these guys? Tier 3 ogre. Yeah. I'll take it. Oh, what is this? What is this? How does this guy building... This is... Oh, this is my opponent, I think. I can't tell. Army requires here. Oh, look. Oh, I see. So... I completed my... Now, I started producing my settler, which actually costs population. So I lost some of my population when I created the settler. And that caused me to grow from a metropolis. I grew into a metropolis, and then building the settler automatically made me shrink into a city again. Which is kind of funny. Okay. No mercy. Auto combat. Oh, jeez. Untouchable got into danger zone. Alright. We are on wetlands, and so my goblins are regenerating hyper quickly. I'm also going to take these guys and bring them closer to this dungeon. I definitely want to take these ogres into this dungeon. Mana tree is really good. What spell am I working on? Destruction node, awesome. Let's just wait one more turn. Hey, here's my opponent, Isabella. She is... what, a rogue? Human rogue, okay. And here's one of her cities. Some brigands. Let's see if we can get something good here. Did I research break control on my character? Because that's going to be relevant. I did not. Bah! 134 out of 150 experience. So I unlocked a bunch of buildings. These basically allow me to build new units or allow me to make my units more awesome when they do new builds. Infantry units produced in the city. Start with an additional rank. Oh, finally a goblin hero. Ah, that's way better than the last guy. Shoot. Bah. I want this guy way more than the other one now. I could go for it. And waste like 300 gold. Do it. Okay, so we're gonna do the same thing with this guy. Inflict demolition. So basically the same thing as the other guy. I'm gonna go ahead and add in some melee strength. Cool. I could start building units in my city, although I really don't have to at this point. It's not like a mandatory thing here. Let's send the settler off in this direction and see if we can get in a fight. I want to start a fight. Na 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 na. I want to start a fight. Closely matched. So this succubus is going to be the real problem. She can basically mind control a unit, which is a really big deal, as you might expect. Okay, not the most amazing damage, but not terrible either, and only cost me 10 mana. Enter. Huh, okay. We'll send the Blight Doctors up since we have big, powerful ogres to protect us. I'm wondering if I'm actually better off casting Magic Fist. 14 to 20. 11 to 17, so Magic Fist is actually straight up better in this situation. Yeah. $23 health. Let's do this, and alright, let's see if they advance it. They do. And they charm the ogre. Oh, excellent. He resisted. Okay, so that was the real question about this game, is whether or not they were going to get that. You'd think ogres would be easily charmed. They fumbled because these races really don't like being underground, so these guys are like kind of hiding out in this dungeon, and I don't really like it, which is really funny. Okay, so this ogre is about to get obliterated, unfortunately. Four to 6, 8 to 12. Wow, okay. Those guys are prime target. Two shots seems pretty good. Oh, wow, alright. Now I have vastly superior odds here. And I can crush these orc assassins from the front. With a pretty good counterattack. So it depends on how effectively they're going to be able to flank. Wow. Oh man, okay, so these guys survived with 3 hit points, and these guys survived with 3 hit points. So I've done it. I've lived the dream. Cool. And finish up with that guy. Ballin'! I did it! I didn't lose a single guy. Look at my ogres. And this ogre got promoted to veteran, so he gets +1 defense, +1 melee, inflict crippling wounds, and +6 hit points, which is awesome. Alright, wow! Okay, so this is what I get. So this was a legendary dungeon, so very high difficulty. I got a griffin, not as a mount, but as a warrior. And I also got a troll. Or I could take 1,000,000 gold, but I'm going to take the units. Wow, let's look at this troll. What's he's like? Guard breaker. Melee attacks from this unit will stop targets from guarding. Wow. Regrowth. Regain 20% of its health each round of tactical combat. Dedicated to evil, so he's more appropriate than my ogre buddies. And he has blight protection and fire weakness. Huh, okay. So he's like a more appropriate ogre. And I got a griffin too, which is just a good animal with first strike and a lot of melee damage and flying. Upgrade, and my leader finally leveled up, which is awesome. So I can take break control, which is good. It's a good ability to have. I could take Dragon Slayer, which is pretty good if I start doing a bunch of serious PvE. Actually, no, I'm going to hold off for now. Oof. Alright, let's head back to the town. And here's my other army. Look at you guys go. Notice how... Oh, well, actually, I haven't explained that yet. There's an adjacency rule that allows units to join up in battles. I mean, so even if I had lost my units, it wouldn't have been the end of the world. So my production on my city is now like bonkers. 130. Oh my gosh, that's so insanely high. +30 from the dungeon, +30 because they're very happy. So my production is insane right now. I'm building the Masters Guild, which is the top tier builders building for 2 turns, which is pretty awesome. Let's go ahead and freeze. Alright guys, so it's getting late, so I should probably call it there. But man, we went through a lot. We went through a legendary dungeon, we got prepped to build another city, we explored a bunch, we did a bunch of PvE, we killed some dudes, it was great fun. What a dream. Alright guys, thanks for watching. I'll see you all in the next video.